It has been very hard to find time to work on the album for this month, much less actually put out videos. I had someone reach out to me and they said, hey, where are the Jamuary videos? So I want you to imagine something for me right now. There's the amount of time it takes to do interesting things. And then necessarily more than that is the time that it takes to make videos about those awesome things. I think that's been my biggest struggle as a YouTuber. I don't really even consider myself that. But I'm having a hard time doing the cool stuff, in this case making the album. You can bet that I'm having an even harder time recording videos about it. One of my favorite things to do when I'm not creating or doing all the other stuff I do in my life is I like watching YouTube videos about people who have solved some problem. Some of them are made up problems, like I'll see videos like beating Pikmin without throwing any Pikmin. And that's funny, you know, that's interesting. They've struggled, they recorded their struggle, they made a video about it. And that's kind of what I want to be doing, but I feel as though I am having a hard time finding the time to do that, which I feel like is so cliche. Everybody says that, oh, I can't find time, I can't find time. I'm saying that is really what I'm talking about. I think what I want to do moving forward is try to find a way to document the struggle to find time to document things, because I feel like that's a self-fulfilling prophecy where I will make the content I want to in such a way that requires that content to get created, and it requires me to find something else in my life, which I think other people might benefit from as well, especially if I can make it entertaining. I say this because I live a life that I am generally very happy with. I have a job, and despite working from home, the job is quite busy. I will sometimes use the later half of my lunch to work on music, or go for a walk, or something like that. And then after work, 3 days a week, I'll go to the gym. And I also have started going to church, which I'd love to talk about, but again, I'd have to make videos of all the things I actually want to make videos about first before I get to these fun topics that I'd like to discuss. I also have family that I hang out with often, and I also have a girlfriend, which I don't know if I've mentioned. I am living the life I want to live, and it makes me wonder what I would have to give up in order to be creative. It also makes me wonder how valuable the message of finding time to create really is. I feel like something you hear a lot is, if it weren't for capitalism on the commune, I would make poetry all day. And I wonder truly how many people have this creative desire within them. Because I come from, if I'm being honest, a very narcissistic place. That is to say, I get a selfish benefit out of creating because I feel good doing it. Entertaining people and making content for you to consume is sort of like a side bonus to it. And it makes me wonder how many people have this desire implicitly in them. Of all the people you see going around in their lives, how many of them are sitting there thinking, oh, if I could just create, it would feel really good to create, but I'm just saddled by this life I lead. Which again, I'm not complaining about. None of the things I described, I'm not complaining about my job, I'm not complaining about the gym, church, girlfriend, family. These are good ways to spend time. And yet I still want to believe that there's a way to find a way to do it better and get more time for stuff. Speaking of more time, the only thing that's a real announcement here is that me and my artist have both agreed to extend the deadline for this album by 1 week. So this is being recorded on Wednesday the 31st of January, which should have been the due date. You would have wanted to see the album today or tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're going to give it one more week till February 7th. And I don't even know why I'm saying unfortunately. The great Shigeru Miyamoto quote said that a rushed game, I love games, a rushed game is always bad, but a delayed game is eventually good. And the version you put out there, that's the end of it. I look at my first 3 albums, and every single time I listen to them, I think, oh, there's something that could have been better, which I would have done given extra time. That's the complicated part of deadlines, because with no deadline, you might never do it, but with a too tight of deadline, it might not be what you want it to be. So those sort of things are difficult. I'm intending to upload this just kind of long form. I think I'll cut out the gaps, but this is just me talking. This is me on my nice camera again, which I still don't know how to functionally connect to the computer. Card full, unreal. I can't believe the card is full. This happened to me last time, and I dumped out files. So I don't know how that happened again. I can't really explain it, but I'll take that as my cue to stop. If it's not obvious, things are a little cluttered in my life right now. Benevolently, it's fun watching all these pieces scatter about, but hopefully you will be witness to me cleaning these things up and doing so soon. So thanks for being along for the ride. Jamuary 2, my 4th album, will be releasing a week from today. And I thank you for your patience in that process. And I thank you for following along. See you next time.